Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Firth here, founding Field Advisory Board member with Neumi, and it is my pleasure to be your presenter today, presenting the opportunity for Neumi worldwide. What I love about this technology is the way it makes the world such a small place. We are here in the Zoom room right now with people logged on from everywhere. Type in exactly where you're logging in from and I'll share it. And if you're logged on to Facebook Live or even watching the replay, do us a favor, type in exactly where you're logging in from, even with the words replay, so we can see how far the reach gets. We've got people here from Canada in Vancouver with a big hello. We've got Ottawa, Canada, Perth, WA, Christchurch, New Zealand, Perth, Cambridge, New Zealand, Cambridge, Brunswick, Georgia. We got people logging in from absolutely everywhere. Virginia, I could keep going. So welcome online, everybody. My name is Michael Firth. As I said, what I like to do as we kick off the presentation is just give people an indication of who's presenting to them. Because I don't know about you, but I watch presentations sometimes and I think, who is this person? How do they qualify to talk on the topic? So my background was I was in the mortgage industry for many years as a national sales coach, training mortgage brokers across Australia and New Zealand. And I loved my job with a passion. Maybe you can relate. Type in yes if you do. Oh, we got people on from Auckland and even Ghana now too. So I love my job, but I've got to say, the higher I went up in the corporate world, what I found was the more money I earned, the less time I had with my family. And of course, I was divorced, I had 2 young kids. So I said to a friend of mine, I'm looking for a way out. And they came to me with a breakthrough in the area of glutathione 13 years ago. And I don't give people unrealistic expectations. What actually just ended up happening was I was able to replace the corporate income, but work about 20% of the hours. So I'm a big convert on home-based business. And with that, in that journey, I met an amazing man by the name of Stephen K. Scott. And Stephen K. Scott happens to be the founder of this spectacular organization we're about to hear about today. So let's get into the presentation and I'll share a little bit more about Steve as we go through. So our statement is a new you starts with Neumi. Now, as I get into the presentation, the first thing I'm going to do is actually cover off an income disclosure statement. So we like to say, refer to the compensation plan and monthly promotional bonuses for complete details. In fact, we just enhanced our comp plan already just yesterday and added more money into it. But the earnings of Neumi members are 100% dependent on his or her skills, work, effort, commitment, leadership, sales capabilities, and even market conditions. So look, member sales and commissions will vary. Okay, it's an opportunity, not a job. Secondly, I just want to say we also have a disclaimer. Our products are not designed to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. In fact, you will not hear a disease name come out of the mouth of any Neumi members because our products are not designed for that. Having said that, they do something spectacular that I've never seen any products do before. And let's kick off with our presentation. So our mission for Neumi is to empower members to become the best versions of themselves in all areas of their lives. How do we do this? 3 things: vision, innovation, and implementation. Let me kick off with vision. This is the amazing visionary I referred to a minute ago that I met 13 years ago, Stephen K. Scott. If you don't know him, you certainly will know all about him in a minute. Steve sees trends before they exist. In fact, Steve has generated over $4 billion in revenue, and some of his projects included things like the Total Gym. Type in yes if you've ever seen Christy Brinkley and Chuck Norris promoting the Total Gym on television in your lifetime. And anyone who's my age, I'm 53, would say absolutely, on television every 5 minutes. Now that was a huge success, and it eventually led Steve to become one of the most influential people in direct response television advertising worldwide. Then he moved on, and I met Steve when he was pioneering the glutathione research space. And unfortunately and sadly for a lot of people who loved Steve, Steve went into retirement, and that was the end of it. However, he can't keep himself out. Steve then came across what he believes now to be the biggest breakthrough of his entire life with Hydrostatic Nano delivery, which we're going to talk about today. And so he came out of retirement and put a smile on everyone's face. So let's talk about innovation. We have solved the absorption and bioavailability issue. What do I mean? Well, when you look at the people's guts on the right there, for decades, nutrition companies have been loading their products full of amazing ingredients, but coming from pretty much the same perspective every time, which is capsules loaded with ingredients or precursors to an ingredient to hopefully help your body to produce some more. Similarly, in the skincare world, companies have been loading their products with amazing, fantastic ingredients. But then you realize when you delve deep enough that only a teeny weeny tiny percentage of the product actually absorbs and becomes bioavailable due to the molecular structure of that particular ingredient. So we have solved this issue. How did we do it? With Hydrostatic Nano delivery. What is it? It's a completely unique and proprietary nano delivery discovery, and it's led to the development of some amazing game-changing products. So what do we actually do? I'll put it in layman terms. We shrink the particle size of nutrition way smaller than ever before, and we encapsulate that in an ultra-purified water molecule. And what that means is that your body loves water, doesn't it? You put it in your mouth, you literally swish it around for 30 seconds, hold it under the tongue, and it absorbs. No need to worry about getting through the gut. When it comes to our skin product, again, the particle size shrunk down way smaller than ever before. And then when you spray it on, it literally absorbs into the skin immediately. So spectacular, game-changing products. And we don't really have any competitors in this space, which is amazing. So that's led us to the first breakthrough, which is NutraSwish, Glutathione Reinvented. So these are ingredients your body craves, including glutathione, but also things like vitamin C, curcumin, alpha lipoic acid, cysteine, which is a precursor to glutathione, and many more things. All nano size, shrunk really small with Hydrostatic. And then basically, as I said, for maximum absorption, that product will create increased immune support, increased focus, clean energy, rapid recovery. In fact, I did some interviews this week with people who've been using precursors for years, and they said the difference is staggering. Immediate response, not having to wait, weeks or months to see an outcome. So what is glutathione? I know a lot of people hop on the presentation and go, what is this word you refer to? Glutathione. Well, it's the master antioxidant of the body. So it's produced naturally by every cell of your body. It's the natural detoxifier of your cells. It's a natural anti-inflammatory. It protects and boosts your immune system, and it reduces inflammation, but right down at a cellular level. So you're probably saying, well, that's great. Then if it's naturally produced by my cells, why do I need to supplement it? Well, great question. It's optimal when you're about 18 to 20 years of age. And then it is normal, according to the experts, for your glutathione levels to drop 10 to 15% per decade. It's a fragile molecule. So if you go out and buy glutathione and take it orally, you're wasting your time because the molecule, firstly, is too large to penetrate your cell wall in that particular case, and it gets destroyed by the digestive process anyway, rendering it virtually useless. So some companies have known about this for years. In fact, if I go back 13 years ago when I discovered glutathione myself, there was about maybe 40,000 or so studies on vitamin C, and there was less on glutathione. Now there's 160,000 studies on the importance of glutathione to the body because it's the emerging market, and lots of companies are hopping in this space. There's so many different versions of precursors now. Some are great, some are really rubbish, but doesn't matter. It's like everybody's now got a beta cassette. We've come out with the Blu-ray disc or the MP4 because we've solved the problem. You no longer need precursors to get through the gut because you can absorb with Hydrostatic immediately. So what do the experts have to say about glutathione? All of these doctors here. Dr. Oz says it's the superhero of antioxidants. You see him on TV most days. Dr. Mark Hyman, if you Google worldwide, he comes up. He says it's the most important molecule you need to stay healthy and prevent disease. Dr. Don Colbert says it's the Michael Jordan of antioxidants, so it's the main team player. And Jimmy Gutman says the most powerful healing agent. Now, we also have a lot of people who've got decades and decades of experience in the glutathione space with precursors who are now all on board saying this is the biggest breakthrough of their entire careers in the medical world. And the first one on our medical advisory board on the left is Dr. Doug Harrington. He was on the Stanford heart transplant team, also pioneered a test called the pulse test for early heart attack detection. So an amazing guy. Top center, Dr. Gordon Crozier wrote a book on glutathione. On the right-hand side, Dr. Dean Stubbs has presented with me for over a decade on stage on the topic here in Australia. He's an integrative medical practitioner, as is, bottom left-hand corner, Dr. Tanya Ash, who's been supplementing glutathione from every different perceivable way up until now and loves this product. Dr. Bethany Dixon has done a trucker study. She might even be online right now. And she talks about fatigue in our product and helping with that. And the bottom right-hand corner, Luis Valdez and Cindy Lopez, both in Latin America, again, presenting for decades on stage on the topic. What do athletes have to say? Well, the very first thing I noticed on day one when taking Swish, according to Natalie Jenkinson, was I slept really well. And if that was it, would have been great. Now, this is Natalie, who is an Olympic judo athlete, as well as 4 times Australian boxing champion. When I spoke to her, she's a friend up here in the Sunshine Coast in Australia. She said, Michael, I've been given every lotion and potion and pill and powder, and I've always been disappointed. So I gave it to her and said, look, just give it a go, nothing to lose. By day 13, she said, I was so clear, I was training better than I had in years. And Swish gave her back the endurance and recovery she had in her elite fighting years. So some people watch this and go, that's lovely, but we don't know if Natalie eats well. Well, look at this guy. He's a vegan triathlete, Alexander Glover. And he says, even though he eats amazing, I immediately noticed that Swish was in my body literally from day one. I had amazing focus and brain clarity. And after 4 days, a tremendous increase in energy. He even had a disinterest in coffee after that. And then after 1 week, his performance, running speed, and muscle strength became noticeably better. And lastly, his recovery was speedy and more noticeable each day. So let's segue now back to skin. So skincare reimagined with Neumi Skin. We infuse all those top grade, critical, proven ingredients that are out there in other products, such as glutathione and other things like hyaluronic acid, which holds 1,000 times its weight in moisture, collagen, which is like the springs in your mattress that keeps your skin taut, curcumin, etc. But the difference is we shrink the particle size, like I said before, so small that it absorbs where other products do not, dramatically altering the tone and texture of your skin. And the before and afters are amazing. So I have a friend, Dessa, I can never pronounce her name properly, Dragicevic. And Dessa is actually a skin educator in Australia, and this is one of her clients. And she says, for those that look closely, yes, Elaine had her lips and eyebrows done from the left to the right. However, she did not lose weight. This is just a 30-day period of spraying her face, misting it with this amazing product. And you can look at the reduction in the redness. You can also see the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles diminishing. But the big thing is this, she didn't lose any weight. Look at her neck, the tightness in the skin is just spectacular. I'm not going to suggest that everyone's going to become Benjamin Button by spraying this product. Having said that, the results are spectacular and pretty universal. This is an esthetician in Latin America, Tatiana. After 8 days, she said the brightness in her skin and the tone, and also the reduction in the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and pore size was huge. And this was the very first photo I ever saw. Sherry, a friend of mine in America, after about, I think it was 24 days or so, just spectacular results. And look, people say to me, how do we know you haven't photoshopped the photos? Well, firstly, you ever heard that statement? You can fool some of the people some of the time, but you never can't fool all the people all the time. Get the product yourself, spray it, and you will see. Right? I'm not going to suggest that, I'm Benjamin Button, but I can tell you that after spraying the product for 3 days, I found my skin was super soft. And then I had people comment after 3 weeks, they thought I had Botox, and I had never and will never do that. But it had a huge impact on reducing the appearance on my forehead as well. So let's talk about implementation. Now, we have chosen the best form of advertising known to man to get this product out. Doesn't matter whether you're a plumber, or whether you're a naturopath or anything, word of mouth. Now, the home-based business industry basically thrives on trusted word of mouth. This industry has many names: network marketing, multi-level marketing, direct selling. Firstly, let me say, whether we love the industry or not, it is twice my age. It's going nowhere other than bigger. In fact, the statistics are interesting. Back in 2019, before COVID, there was 180 billion turned over worldwide and 119 million people involved. Since COVID, more people are looking for opportunity, and it has skyrocketed, just gone through the roof. And when there's a tough economy or tough times, and out the front here, you can see even the Sunshine Coast, lockdowns around the world, people are going broke more and more for lease signs. Well, you can sit behind your computer screen like this, like I have been, and actually double your income in a matter of months. That's what's happened for a number of people. So this is a COVID-proof business. So Aaron Rennett is our president. We brought him on because he has decades of experience in the industry, taking companies into multi-billions, and he's taken companies into 40 plus countries. So he has the on-the-ground actual experience in driving a company as well. So this has led us to having unparalleled value add, unequal compensation, revolutionary tools, and a field-driven philosophy like no other company I've ever seen. So let's talk about the value adds. Firstly, we have a thing called a VIP membership. With that, if you choose it, you get all sorts of bells and whistles. The first one is, I may not have mentioned, but Steve Scott is also a best-selling New York Times author. He's very well known around the world, having written many books and written many programs, one of which is called The Master Strategies of Super Achievers. It sells for hundreds of dollars, and you get that included for free. Secondly, a lot of people, Melbourne particularly, Sydney and Australia, are all locked down, can't leave their homes, they can't go to the gym. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because we have a professional workout program guided by experts that you get for free, worth a few $100s. And finally, the Neumi Voyager Program. This is a platform with 75% travel discounts, which is huge. I saved $350 on a 2-day booking in a hotel recently, and you can share it with family and friends, and they will get the discounts too, but you'll receive free travel as well. So this is a huge, absolutely huge program. Companies are selling this for like $600 a year or more just to access this platform, and we're giving it away, right? So compensation plan, refer to the compensation plan video in our back office and full PDF for the details, but let me tell you how simple and lucrative this is. Firstly, we have an annual membership option down the bottom left-hand corner. You can either join for $35 and have the rights to build a business in all the countries we're in operation of, or you can go with a $99 annual US dollar membership, where you get all the bells and whistles I showed before, which is over $900 US of value included, and we will continue to add more and more value on the VIP end as well. For those that do understand compensation plans, really simple, $1 US equals a point. So it's really simple to understand. There are 6 ways to profit. We have weekly and monthly commissions. Let's talk about them. Firstly, we call them buckets. So the front bucket is the fast money makers. You can earn a very lucrative income immediate with the program. And then secondly, team leveraged residual income. This is more long-term secure income. So we've broken it down in 2 ways. Firstly, let's say you're in America right now where we ship the product directly. You could actually buy the product at $50 US and wholesale price, and then sell it to a non-member for $65 and keep the difference. In addition to that, you can have as many preferred customers you like in all countries around the world where they deal directly with the company and get shipped to by the company. And you can have as many members who want to build the business as you like, and they can buy welcome packs. Let's break that down. Here's you on the left. If you introduce anyone, customer, business member, doesn't really matter, you will actually receive 25% on whatever they purchase. So for example, if someone joins with a Neumi Skin and a NutraSwish, well, immediately you would receive 25% on that. So if they spend $100, you'd receive $25, okay, US. If someone joined with, say, $1,000 pack, where they get quite a bit of stock to give out, you would earn $250 US, right? And you can introduce as many preferred customers and members as you like. Then you can earn up to a total of 7 more levels with a 3% bonus on the front end. So just being clear, all welcome packs in the first month from any members joining, and all permanent ongoing consumer purchases are in our front bucket, and it's very lucrative. We like to refer to it as the tsunami or the tsunamis because very big waves. Lots of lips of income, very dynamic, very fast paying, and I haven't seen a comp plan in the industry pay out like this one. Then we move into a more residual income, which is the monthly income. The first bonus is the power of 3. Now, here's how it works. Here's you, and if you introduce 3 members, not customers, but 3 people who are doing what you're doing, building a business, and they're just purchasing $100 US of product a month, 100 points, you will have 300 points on level 1 when you have 3 teams, and you would receive $50 US. Then milestone number 2, when you help those people to just do that baby step, it's a bit like a roadmap, and they find 3, now you'd earn 250 US from this bonus per month. And then finally, help the same step duplicate 1 more time, you'd earn 1,500. Now, the cool news is you can build multiple power of 3s, meaning you could be building 6 teams straight away at the same time and earn 3,000 US month from that particular bonus. So we refer to this as the monthly bonuses, and all ongoing purchases of all members after their welcome packs are put in this bucket. Okay, so that's why it's secure, because generally that's automatic shipments. People who've bought the product 1 month or 2 or 3 and just love to keep buying it because it does a great job. So that's the waterline. They're not waves, they're not volatile, they're not as aggressive, but they're really solid income. So now the enhancement we made yesterday is our uni level starts at 3 levels and goes all the way up to 7 levels deep with dynamic compression. So what does that mean? On the left-hand corner top, you'll see when you're a member, you immediately join, you access on the back end up to 3 levels deep at 7% per level, which we've just increased the percentages dramatically there yesterday, paying out even more money. And that's because we're a field-driven company. As you go through to senior member, 4 levels, 5 levels, 6 and 7 at 3-star, as you can see. So 7% all the way through. And then eventually when you become a crown at the top level of the business, we add an extra percentage on the bottom. And there could be thousands of people there. So, 1% on thousands is a lot. And then finally, the last one is the leadership bonus pool. And this is where you share a percentage of global sales of ongoing purchases of members, okay, in the back bucket. And when you're a 2-star and above, you can earn 1 share through to 2, 3, 4, 5, or even 6 shares in that one. So again, solid income because you know that it's consistent because it's based on automatic shipments of product that people are using ongoing. Let's talk about revolutionary tools. Steve Scott, our founder, said this, and I love it. Let's give our members everything they could possibly use to succeed. So we have a robust CRM, client relationship management app, where you can send out all the videos and it'll tell you when someone watches it, when they finish it. Right now I'm trialing and we'll be launching, we've just launched actually, something called My Site, where you get a free website that has all of these videos built in. You can tailor it. It's just fantastic. And even a lead generation program we're testing right now built into that, so you can have more leads outside of just those people you know right now. So this is all because we are a field-driven company. Before the company even was an inception, there was some people involved as founding field advisory board members who helped, with experience in the field, structure the company and what it looks like today. Then we put a next level in, which is the field advisory board for 2021. They're the highest performing teams, and those guys are the eyes and ears of the field, and they'll tell us what we need to do, and we've made enhancements already. Guys, we've only been in business for a little over 3 months, and we've made so many advancements and enhancements already, and that is because of this slide right here. Let's talk about, as we wrap up, how you can get started. Welcome packs. Number 1, if you just want to buy one of each product and dip your toe in the water, $100 US, and we'll throw in a free basic membership. Pack number 2, get 4 bottles of NutraSwish and 2 of Neumi Skin, $300 US, and again, we'll throw in the basic membership. Pack number 3, which is $500 US, you get 6 bottles of NutraSwish. And I'll actually go back 1 step. When you go to pack 2, we'll throw in a free bottle so that you're not even really paying for your distribution costs, because we'll give you a bottle which is worth more than the freight. And then the same applies on pack 3. If you purchase the $500 kit, you get 6 bottles of NutraSwish, 4 of Neumi Skin, plus a free bottle to cover off what you paid in freight. And then the final pack, which is definitely the most popular by a country mile by most people, and that is the pack number 4. The reason it's the most popular is it has 16 bottles of NutraSwish to get into the market. And I've not had to convince anyone on this product. Everyone who took it said, wow. And then, of course, you have 8 bottles of NutraSwish, Neumi Skin, and $200 of free product in that box as well, okay? So obviously with 1,000 points, your business grows super fast, and that's why we've seen some of the fastest growth I think the industry's ever seen in our first few months. So as we wrap up, I'd like to say you fit in one of 3 categories. So whoever invited you on today, please get your phone out after this and send them a text message and say you're either an A, B, or a C, so they very clearly know where you stand and everybody's on the same page. Either A, I want to get started. B, I want more info. Or C, hey, I just want to try the product. And I always wrap up and say this: if you haven't supplemented glutathione, you don't know what you're in for. Get some product and try it. You'll just be blown away how great you feel. We do interviews every Monday in the US on people's results, and they just are all spectacular. And if you are already buying any form of glutathione supplementation with precursors, 1, you're paying too much. And 2, you've got old technology. Give this a go and you'll never turn back. So thank you for coming today. Statement is, a new you starts with Neumi. There is another presentation in Spanish in this very same room in 34 minutes from now. I look forward to seeing everybody then. All the best.